What we're gonna talk about today is how to show up as your best self. Why is that important? What it comes down to that you hold the promises to yourself. I've been a little bit away from it. There's been lots of things going on. I had a weekend filled with activities and all that sort of stuff, but I made the commitment to myself today that I wanted to go back into the live streams and all that again today. So for me, I was walking home here right now. I was like, fucking hell, it's warm. Like, I want to talk with my family and all that sort of stuff. I still have things to do tonight, but I was like, you know what? I just had that chatter into my mind, like, okay, like, just do the live tomorrow, it's fine. Just do the live tomorrow, it's fine. I probably said that to myself 10 times. But how do you show up? How do you keep the promise to yourself? You're basically just gonna shift those teeny tiny chattering decisions you're making to yourself every single time. Where I develop those sort of things is basically at the gym, right? Because at the gym, it's basically just you, some weight, and then some numbers you're hitting, right? So you're laying there in your leg press, right? And you're like, okay, I'm gonna get 12 in this one here. I'm gonna get 12 in this one here. A lot of the times if I'm doing a set, for example, I'm doing like 5 reps or 10 reps or something, and I'm like, okay, in my mind when I'm sitting down, I do 1, 2, and I'm like, okay, I'm not having a break until I hit the 10 reps. And that little decision, when you do that over and over again, you build the muscle of one more. You build the muscle of, I'm gonna get it. You build the muscle of, it's possible when you put your mind into it. Because we all tried that, right? You go to the gym, you're not feeling today, and you're like, fuck, I'm just putting it over. What's the difference in that day and then the other day where you're pushing straight through? It's basically this thing there. You're showing up for your best self. I'll break it down to a couple of points for you so you can put something into practice. Easy to follow steps. Start early. Why would you want to start your day early? You want to start your day early because most people would want to start late. You want to start early because first of all, you can get more done. Second of all, it just sets the pace for the day. You're waking up early. It's just, you're tired, it's early, and you just hit that alarm once and for all. When you do that, you just send a signal to yourself like, fuck, I'm in control, I'm gonna take on this day, and it don't matter what time it is, how early it is, how cold it is, how dark or how light it is, I am taking control. And this is it's not really about just getting more done, like you get more hours throughout the day, it's just, I don't know what, like it's just a feeling of like you are up before everybody else. Number 2, set your intention. What's your intention for today? Are you even thinking about, okay, what do I want to accomplish today? What do I want to push through today? Just think about that for a moment now. Do you think consciously about what is my intention gonna be today? I have a little phrase I say to myself basically before I go into any activity, right? So I will do my thing, I'll go to work, I'll do clients in the morning, and the last little phrase I'm saying, I will cover that here now with incantation, but the last little phrase I'm saying to myself is that, what is my intention? What is my intention? My intention is to provide more value than anybody else and supply them with endless amount of energy. Right? This is more like a phrase sort of thing, right? But that just sharpens me. It's just refocus my thinking just before I have to go in and then work with clients, for example, right? I could be tired there on the way to work with my bike, and I'm like, I haven't slept much, and it's been a long weekend. Might have drinking alcohol. What's my intention, right? That refocus you. It gets your brain to shift from where you are into super sharp power. Number 3. Train your mind, body, and spirit every day. How do you show up as your best self if you're out of shape? How do you show up as your best self if you're not growing and learning new things? How do you show up as your best self if you're not looking after your soul, your heart, your feelings, and your emotions? Personally, I'm not a very, very religious person or anything, you know. I'm slowly studying more and more into the sort of like the spiritual aspect of the mind. And I find it really, really fascinating, and I can see what it is, you know, like spirituality for me, like could basically just be, you know, sitting in the sun here right now, down in South Bank, and then just be sitting there quietly, and then just be grateful. Just be grateful. Practice being present, practice being grateful, and practice taking it all in. The smell, the sound, the heat, right? That's looking after my spirit. My mindset I do every single day by training, right? Like I do sales training, I will do copy training, I will read book, I will do mindset, Basically everything I can do here to elevate myself, my knowledge, my level of thinking. This thing here could also be catching up, having a coach, catching up with a mentor, with friends, networking, events, conferences. Train your body over here. Every single day you must do something. If you're not doing anything right now, just do something, right? If you can do some sort of activity, stretching, sweaty, like if you can get your pulse up every single day, you're good to go. I'm not saying that you're gonna hit the weights hard or anything, but you must do some sort of activity every single day. I've just been lucky enough to pick it up from a very, very young age, to be active. Active is good, active is fun, sweaty is intensive, it's fun. So it's never been an issue for me to be active, but just take a look at my dad, for example. My dad is active for work and all that sort of stuff, but he's never ever been active on purpose. He's never ever gone for like a power walk or a run or went to the gym or anything, you know. And my dad is dealing with lots of back issues today because of work, because of lifting wrong and all that sort of stuff. I'm not saying that it wouldn't have happened, but what I'm saying is that, you know, you must do something every single day. This thing here is just as important. Your body, right? Your body. Just as important. This is your temple. This is the one you're gonna be in for the next, what, 80, 90, 100, maybe 120 at that time, you know. So super, super important. Number 4, give value to people. I was together with a friend of mine over the weekend here, and we just hang out, and we were just me and her, but we basically spent so much time with random people throughout this whole weekend there. You know, talking with strangers, meeting people at the place where I'm living at, you know, going out, basically, yeah, stopping people on the street, talking with them. And what is that to do with giving value? It's to do with we are connecting with people. We are making people smile. We are making people feel good. We are holding back for people. We were sitting down and talking with a homeless. There was a lady I met. I was giving her some food like a couple of weeks ago, and then we met her randomly again yesterday, and we sat down and talked with her. Like, without thinking about it, everything we basically are doing there, it's giving value. It's taking time out. It's want to do something for another person. But what you basically want to do, you want to show up as your best self every single day. You must be a service of other people. You know, I'm very, very driven. And me doing fitness and all that sort of stuff over the years, it's a very egotistic sort of approach to life. One thing is you gotta be selfish. You gotta think about yourself. You gotta take care of yourself. Like, that's just what I believe. Everything starts with you. You are the most important person in your life. So if you're not taking care of yourself, if you're not putting time and energy and priority into yourself, like, who else can you help then? It starts with you, right? So you must give value to yourself. You must take care of yourself. And it's back to the other points. Train your body, train your mind, train your spirit, give value, you know, have open arms for people and take them in, right? The last point, number 5, ramping up on all the other points. Make yourself proud every day. Like, I am so big on this one there because it's just so simple. It's back to the whole thing. I'm tired today. It's been a long weekend of visits and everything. I could basically just not do anything. I could basically just go home now and have my food and sleep. That's just what I wanted to. Relax and have a quiet night. But I just did the thing today, right? I did my clients in the morning. I went out here now doing work. I went through the motion. I might shift a little bit, you know, so do work that's more suited for the type of energy I'm in today, right? But what I did, I basically just pushed through. Back to the first point, I had all the chatter in my mind throughout the day. You can just go home and relax right now. You're done enough, you're done. You don't need to do the live, you can do it tomorrow. Blah, blah, blah. I pushed through that chatter without even pushing through. I was just like, chat, chat, chat. And I'm like, nah, make yourself proud. Chat, chat, chat. Nah, make yourself proud. And I promise you, this thing there is just, it's so simple, but it's like, it's just so powerful. You don't have to do crazy, stupid things every single day. I remember when I was working with my coach, you know, and especially the first week when I was working with my coach, I was flying, like I was on jet fuel because I was doing new things, right? I was completely shifted out of my environment and into a new schedule, right? So I felt amazing. Then it came to the end of the week and the next week. I'm like I'm doing all the things I did last week, but I'm not feeling so excited. I'm not feeling as motivated. And he's like, Simon, like you can't be on that high all the time. It will go up and down, right? It will shift, you know. Doing the same thing that makes you fucking high now is not necessarily tomorrow will make you euphoric, right? But what you just must do, you must push through and go through the motion every single day. Because what would happen in the end of the day? I didn't feel like it today, and I did it. I didn't feel it this week at all, but I stuck to it. I didn't let myself get distracted on the weekend. I stuck to it. What will happen in the end of that day? What will happen in the end of that week there? You will make yourself proud. You will make yourself feel good about yourself. And what's the quickest cure to feeling unmotivated, to having self-doubt, to have lower self-esteem in a certain situation, no confidence? What's the biggest thing you can do there? Make yourself proud. And also, you must remember it. Oftentimes we can just go through the thing and we're like, okay, I'm not really aware of what I was doing, but I'm just doing the thing. I do that a lot. But that's where writing journal at nighttime really comes into play, because it's so powerful, because you reflect and you sort of like, you close a chapter every single day. You must write journal. I don't really have my journal here right now. You must write journal. What were 3 things you did well today towards your goal? And then beneath that, you ask yourself, if I had the day to do over again, what would I be doing different? You must get a journal so you can recapture the things that makes you proud every single day. So super pumped for you to checked in today. Really appreciate it as always. Remember, raise your baseline, legend. I'll talk to you soon.